Yo, hello and welcome to another episode of the End to End Football Podcast. Sean, I'm going to start with you. How are you feeling?
As you should know, my friend, all good.
Oh, yeah. Abbas, what are we saying down there? All right, that sums it up.
I'm not saying nothing.
that sums it up, way. Sean, EFL Cup winners, eh? Added another trophy. Is this the first domestic cup?
For the season.
I said for the seat.
For the season.
Yeah, energy, way. Yeah, energy. Matting. Okay, go on then.
Hey, come on.
Talk us through the final, boy.
All right, you know what? For a 0-0, yeah, the game could have swung either way. I mean, Mason Mount could have punished us. I reckon Mane should have scored. 1-1, if you want it to fall to anyone, you're going to want it to fall to Salah. And it fell to him. And he did not score. I was thinking, oh, mate, this is it. That opportunity there, that's what's going to punish us. But it didn't. All and behold, extra time. And yeah, went to penalties. Mate, I've never been so mad at watching a penalty shootout in my life. I've never been so mad. For it to go all the way to the keepers to take it. But hey,
I was disgusted.
my keeper done the business, isn't it?
Boy, I mean, before we even go to the penalties, man, let's start off with some of the players. First half, your boy Diaz, yeah? Streets calling him the Tasmanian Devil. This guy has got energy for days. Yo, them no-look passes, yeah? They must be in his contract. He must get paid for no-look passes, bro. Yeah, I know there's a bonus in there or something, bro, because he must have come out at halftime with a neck ache, bro, because he was moving mad.
You know what? I saw a Liverpool fan on Twitter going, "Okay, Diaz, we get it. You're Brazilian. Stop with the no-look pass."
I said I'm Brazilian, you know?
It's like
that's a full Colombian, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking that myself. Carry that, man.
Right, it's not me that said it. I'm just reading what the tweet said. But yeah, I thought that was hilarious because he was doing quite a lot of them.
I mean, he's a problem. Oh, Chalobah. I mean, Chalobah, he's just come back from injury. Yeah, I think this is his first game back for a while, and he's not even a right back really, or right wing back, whatever he was playing. Yeah. And then you got that bundle of energy just running at you every 2 seconds, bro. Oh,
he must have had nightmares because he just didn't let up on him. He just kept, and the thing is, he just ran past Chalobah with ease. Chalobah couldn't get nowhere near him.
Yeah.
I didn't feel sorry for him, but hey,
I feel
Liverpool got a real gem there, mate.
I was like, yo, this is problematic, yeah. And then on the other side, another player I thought that played well for Chelsea, a player that often I'm on here not really rating like that, but he seems to turn up in the big games. Man, like Havertz. I thought Havertz had a brilliant game, you know. He put like 2 of the 3 Mount chances on the plate for him. You know what I mean? I think he even put through Lukaku as well for one of his offside goals. I mean, that false 9 position he was playing, he seems to suit him quite well. You know, that guy, but then watch him next week against whoever they're playing in the Premier League. He's going to be ghosting, bro. You know what I mean? But Mason Mount. I mean, penny for that brother's thoughts, boy. He must have been in bed crying that night, boy, because yo, he could have all had a hat trick.
100%. 100%.
It's amazing that the amount of offside goals, the chances he had. Like, as the game was going on, sometimes I was thinking, okay, this is definitely Chelsea's game. Then they will miss a couple of chances. Then you go, oh no, you can see Liverpool winning it now. Then Liverpool, I think, had some chances and goals, and they got chalked off. And I was like, oh, wait, back on Chelsea again because of the way that it was flowing. And he was just do a whole. I mean, that's probably the most exciting 0-0 I've watched.
Oh, it was brilliant.
A good game.
That was brilliant.
It's not your typical. You know, you hear 0-0 and you think, oh, that was boring. That was not that. That was end to end. It was exciting. So yeah, no, it was a good final. I didn't expect that from a final. I thought, last we said last pod, we were like, I
cagey,
hope it's not boring.
Them old Liverpool Chelsea games from back in the day where
Oh,
they were
even as a
horrific.
Liverpool fan, oh,
They were horrific, boy. What was it, the Benitez Mourinho era? Oh, they
Yeah.
were dreadful, boy. Them
Ah.
things were dreadful. But yeah, but this was the best new I've seen this season anyway. Boy. That was absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And every time it's like Chelsea would start well, and then Liverpool would grow into the half, and then Chelsea would kind of finish the half a little bit better. And it was like literally like that, even in extra time. Is this mad? But then Abbas, I mean, the substitution, bro. 120th minute or whatever, 118th minute.
18th.
Hold on.
The master tactician.
Surely we got to talk about the red card first.
Do you know what? Do you know the mad thing about that one? Yeah. When I was watching the game in full time, I never even see it. I only saw my man like holding his groin, like in pain and that.
Yeah.
And then I see like the replays. I was like, oh my days! I just never even got to VAR. I mean, the title.
So I looked at it and said there was no problem. Hence why our title of this podcast is because I don't know who was looking at this stuff.
You know them ones, boy. Ray Charles in the VAR room, bro. He's doing vibes in there.
Whoever was watching the VR room was like, it was a Liverpool fan, just went, didn't see that.
Oh my days, that was just comical, man.
Absolutely but comical. Yeah, the substitution that most managers didn't do this except for Louis van Gaal, and he only really done it once, and I think he only worked once because the second time he done it, they lost the penalty shootout anyway, if I remember correctly. I don't know what Tuchel was thinking. You have a goalkeeper that pretty much kept Chelsea in the game during the game for 120 minutes. Well, 100 and whatever minutes he had. And also, I like to remind people, didn't he just win the Africa Cup of Nations on the penalty shootout?
Yep.
Right. And they saved the penalty in that as well. Not like he was just there on vibes,
so,
you know what I mean?
This guy is on a high. In fact, the last year of Chelsea's football, he's been the main man. Really, when it comes to almost everything. Why would you take him off? Like, why? And
you know that makes it worse.
Now.
That makes it worse.
People are trying to lie and say Kepa is better at penalty savings. I haven't seen it. And I definitely did not see it in this penalty shootout. I text you straight away and goes, is he actually good? Because I'm confused.
But didn't they win on penalties or something during their run to the final or something? I'm sure they must have won.
I think there's one game he saves quite a few penalties.
But was he not? He started that match, wasn't he? He was the.
Yeah, it started. Yeah, that's my problem with it. Yeah, that's my thing with it. It's like, okay, if you want to reward man for being the keeper for that tournament, getting you there, Mr. Penalty saving, yeah, why are you not having the kahunas to play him in the 90 minutes?
Because they would have conceded.
You know what I mean? You want to now slap him in, you know. Whereas, you look at the manager on the other side. He's obviously got the kahunas. He played the what's his name, Keller, whatever his name is. I mean, he had a decent game. But I mean, he didn't just say, I'm just gonna put in Alisson. Do you get what I mean? I mean, Keller was pretty good, but obviously Alisson is a different level. Do you get what I mean? You could have easily played him, but it's just one of them. It's one. I mean, before we give this brother his L, yeah. I mean, Sean, just a quick question: what did you make of Klopp's subs? Because I thought they were a bit dead, bruv. The subs that he made, I think he made you guys worse.
Do you know what? Some of the subs, I think he should have brought off Keita first more than anybody else. Keita should have been the first man off, not Henderson. When Diaz came off, I was thinking, yeah, about to throw this away because he was causing them all type of problems. But you know what? Who am I to judge? You got it done in the end.
If buts and maybes now, innit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But obviously, when I saw some of the substitution, I was thinking some of it didn't make sense to me. I can understand why he brought on Konate, especially when Lukaku came on. But like when he brought on Milner, and I was thinking, what are you doing here?
Oh, that's another thing that annoyed me, man. For a guy so intelligent, why can't you stay on side?
Who?
Lukaku.
Yeah, but it's not just Lukaku. You got Werner.
I know it was a lot
not Werner. You got the Wiener as well. That
was a mad offside though, man. That was like them line on top of the line offsides from from the first season of VAR, boy. That was peak. I was like, boy, rules are rules, in it, but yo, that was tight, boy. That second one, anyway, not
Rules
the first
are
one.
rules.
Of course, you're gonna say that.
Exactly.
But I know,
yeah,
but even you see, even the other one where Reece Williams is holding Van Dijk and they're standing there and that got given off. So at first I was thinking, mate, that's mad. I thought it was obviously the man that's involved in the play, but hey ho,
yeah,
win
but that's
some, you
their
lose some,
argument,
innit?
isn't it? That he went on to block the player that was going to be marking the guy. Although I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, does Reece Williams have eyes on the back of his head? Because I don't know if he even knew my man was at the back
But the thing
post
is-
there.
Actually, I think he was going. He
You know?
was actually
Because it looked like he was going that
doing the header.
direction. But I don't know how much he really knew or what
But you know
difference
what?
it would have made if Van Dijk wasn't there. You know what I mean?
You see when you look at it in slow motion, yeah, you see when you got your hand round the man behind you because you're trying to block him off. You can see Reece Williams' hand is round Van Dijk. Van Dijk's standing there, he's got his hand round him. So clearly, my man must be backing up into him trying to block him. But
Yeah, but that hand is there for decoration, bro. You ain't blocking Van Dijk, bro, because
That's a good point.
Van Dijk is dunking on you anyhow, bro. Hand or no hand, boy. It's long. But boy, yeah, it didn't matter in the end, didn't it? I mean, sorry to cut you off there, Busman. I mean, build us up to the L, please.
Oh well, obviously we got to give it to super tactician that put a cold goalkeeper in for a penalty shootout when he didn't have to. So that's the first L of this program for Musa Tuchel.
Epic fail. You are one pathetic loser.
Boy. And this is the master tactician. That's what I've been hearing from Chelsea fans that I know anyway. Because when I've been on Chelsea's fans, yeah, since when they obviously, this is me being bitter because they knocked us out last season in the semi-final, yeah, and they knocked us out comfortably. They outplayed us both. That, you know what I mean, no salt or nothing, yeah. Obviously there's salt, but they absolutely outplayed us both games. We had no chance. However, they were talking with too much chest about this Tuchel guy. You know what I mean? Remember I said it a few streams ago about this phrase of Pep, Klopp, and Tuchel. I don't like that phrase, bro. I don't know how Tuchel Slovenes himself into these two guys, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't
but then you know
that.
what? That's what happens when you win Champions League, innit? That's the gas and excitement that you get from that. But hopefully in the next 3-4 years that will die down because it's still fresh in people's memories about the Champions League. They're putting him up there. But one thing I'll give him, I don't know why they put him up there at all.
He's got this kind of he's got this ability on the one-off games, innit? Do you know what I mean? Against Pep, against Klopp, where he can get it right for that game, but he doesn't seem to have that consistency, boy, for the league. Do you know what I mean?
It's
and
obviously smaller teams.
But then that's also, exactly. I mean, we saw the results of that in this EFL. Chances missed. Do you know what I mean? You were watching that final, yeah, looking at Mount miss all them chances, and you were like, I know it didn't happen, obviously, but you might have was thinking, Salah and Mane and them man there, they're gonna score at some point. Do you know what I mean? Whereas, the Mounts and what's his name, Pulisic of this world, I don't trust them, man. You know what I mean?
You know what? This is the whole thing of not having a potent striker. I mean, imagine you've got into the game, not played any striker, yeah, and you got two fully fit strikers sitting on your bench in Wiener.
I don't know about two, but
Wiener, I don't really count.
One of them don't count as a striker still. I ain't gonna lie. I give Lukaku a apply, but
then the thing is, imagine going to spend how much money did they spend on Lukaku? 100 mil?
Almost,
or was it?
Up
to 100 mil, and he's sitting on the bench.
What was Werner as well? Wasn't that 60?
No, that was 50.
I mean, coming from a salty Madrid fan, that 100 mil, that's football karma for Hazard, bro. They sold us some dad Hazard for 100 mil. So boy, it's just football karma doing his thing, innit? You know what I mean?
So let me just read out this comment from Obi, just saying, to be fair, bringing on Kepa for penalties has worked for Tuchel before. Well, it didn't work in the final where it mattered. Yeah, let's just put it that way.
100%.
It's just one of them Hail Mary things, isn't it? Like where, like, if he works, everyone's calling him man a genius and that. Do you know what I mean? Oh yeah, this, that, and the other. Whereas when it don't work, it's like the what's it called? The Euro finals all over again. When my man brought on Rashford and all them man there.
For the final.
right at
Yeah.
the end
Yeah.
for penalties. I mean, I might be talking absolute nonsense, yeah, and I'll admit it if you know people that actually play football, you know what I mean, tell me I'm talking nonsense, but surely there's something to be said about having some minutes behind you before a penalty shootout.
Correct.
You get what I mean?
And that's literally what I was about to say. Because even if I think earlier this season as well, Mark Noble for West Ham, bringing him on cold straight into a
Oh
penalty
yeah,
shootout, right?
the last
Like
minute,
it doesn't usually work. It really doesn't usually work. There's only like a handful of players that can come off the bench, no games with on, then I'll put it top bins. It doesn't always work. I don't understand. As a player, as someone that's played football before, you don't put me on just for a penalty shootout.
Yeah.
My nerves will be up here, bro. It's just,
and then
like,
his counterpart, what's his name? Keller. He slapped his one comfortably. But apparently, I heard somewhere. I mean, it might be nonsense, but I heard that when he was younger, he was playing as a striker, and man like Keller were in the youth.
When he put that away, I could believe it.
Do you know what I mean? I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense, because he put that away with such comfort, boy. And the Van Dijk one was hilarious because
that's the most disrespectful penalty I've ever seen in my life.
Because man's fully standing on that side, you know. He just slapped it there anyway. Like,
you know what's funny about that is that he turned back and looked at him and
just stared at him like, you big fool.
Do you know what? Because the penalties were on the Liverpool side, didn't it? And then you had Reece James doing the shushing thing, bruv. Just don't shush.
Lukaku did it as well. Lukaku did it,
and
I
few of
think
them
Jorginho did it as well.
It's like, bro, don't do the shush thing. I'll be shushing, yeah. I'll tell you myself, yeah. I'm shushing at the end, bro, when we've won it, innit?
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, I'm not doing the big kahunas shush, bro.
Bro, Reece James's one was the worst because he was proper.
Yeah,
I was looking at it going, you're taking penalties second. Statistically, if you take the penalties first, you tend to win more. So I was just like, that shushing thing, it might come back to. I actually thought they were going to lose when it came to penalties. I'm not going to lie. Kepa filled me with no confidence whatsoever. None.
Do you know
whatsoever?
What? You see Fabinho, he's cheeky as well. The chip
Exactly.
down the middle.
Oh, dare. I like the bit where Jorginho was walking past Salah and Salah goes to him, "Don't jump." Like, these players, man, they love the mind games. But you know what I liked as well about this final, yeah? Because obviously we've seen Man City win it. Was it 4 times in a row? Whatever it was. And people weren't really paying attention to it. But it's like as soon as Man City got out of it, everyone was like, oh, we can actually win this thing. But I like the seriousness that the bigger teams, do you know what I mean, are taking it. Because it's another trophy, do you know what I mean? Especially when the semi-finals is like basically, top 6 teams. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, it adds extra weight to the thing as well. You can't just discard it as like some sideman trophy if you're having to play against Chelsea. Like, do you get what I mean? And big teams to win the thing. And you can tell by the way Liverpool is celebrating it that it means something. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, mate, it's silverware, man. Some teams say 1 silverware in years, mate.
And this is the thing, especially with your manager as well, because he's always been accused of just, pushing these kind of things aside. Because I saw some next stat, which was like, I think at some point this season, Salah had played more minutes in the League Cup for Chelsea than he had for Liverpool. Even though man's been at Liverpool for how many seasons? Like, do you get what I mean? Like, that's just how nuts he is. He just used that.
Yeah, but he always complains that there's too many games.
But the thing is, he played the young kids.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like they don't really take it that seriously. But now it's like, oh right, this could be a little stepping stone to do something this season. You know what I mean? Get a couple of trophies in that.
Yeah, but he switches up the team, innit? And even some of the Premiership teams that came in, they couldn't beat the young kids. So tell them about their teams. What could I say? The kids done what they had to do. They got us there. I'm glad he kept faith in Keller to stay in goal. I never switched it up and then tried to bring him on like some side man on for the penalties. He stuck to his guns. And I see him say that he's lost 2 finals at Wembley. 3rd time he gets it right. And yes, he got it right.
Speaking of losing finals at Wembley, I think that's the 4th final that Chelsea have lost now at Wembley. It's mad.
I think Chelsea's worst problem is not having a striker on the pitch, because
or any of the players being as slightly clinical.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. But they've had it for years, not having a good striker, and this is what will be their downfall. Because if they had a clinical striker and them chances never fell to Mason Mount, we could have been talking about a different thing right now.
True. Very true.
Yeah, because you got a feeling if Chelsea scored first, but it would have been long to score. They would have shot in the next way. But hey, it is what it is, boy. Shall we move on to the Premier League?
Oh, let's just show one of Sean's fans' comments in it, just to give him his moment.
I said to give him his
He
moment.
said disappointed to see Minamino didn't get a chance in the final. What do you think about that, Sean?
It is what it is. He's got a medal, isn't
It
No
is
care in the world.
what it
Nah,
is,
it would have
boy.
been good to see him get on the pitch because obviously he scored some goals to get us to where we are. But hey ho, there's other trophies we're in, still in Champions
Game was
League,
tight though, innit?
still in we still got a lot of things that we're still in, so he'll get his chance.
I even heard Jeremy Carragher talk about quadruple and that thing.
It's possible. It's possible. I'm not saying it's impossible. But
I was like,
we got one trophy on
I heard that and I just thought to myself, this is why I don't like to hear Jeremy Carragher commenting. It's just like fan TV, bro. And then you got what's his name? Gary Neville as well on the commentary, like trying not to be biased, but you could tell when Chelsea were missing chances, his soul was just dying as he was watching.
Yeah.
But I think that
You
comes
could
to every
hear it.
Man United fan.
You could just
They
hear
don't want
that.
to see Liverpool.
I'm like, them two, Neville and Carragher, get them away from Liverpool
From their
and
own teams,
United
yeah.
games. Yeah.
But they always manage to bring their own teams into the picture anyway when they're commentating other games as well. So that's they can't help it. It's years of being competitive in that team. It's hard to turn it off. And
But
it's
it
hard
is a
for us
funny
fans to
sight.
turn it off.
It's a funny sight seeing Gary Neville now, boy, because you ain't never seen United like this. So
Swings around. But you know what? It's everyone goes through their moments, isn't it? So we just have to take the pain right now. We've been dominant for too long. You know, it doesn't usually happen like that. But
yeah, he was dominant for I wouldn't say it was a long period. That time's done now, isn't it?
for now,
Mate, you brought back your so-called CR7, and let's see how that's worked out.
That's a
In fact, you know what?
CR37, yeah. Nothing. Let's move on anyway. Let's move on. What were you saying?
Hey, I think he lined it up perfectly well, if I'm honest.
Right. Hey. Stick to the title of the thing, man. Go Man City and Everton first, though. We have to.
I mean, this game, I'm not going to lie, I didn't watch it. I only saw the handball. I'm going to say it now, straight away. I didn't even see the game. I only saw
To
the
be
handball.
fair,
Decision.
Everton were very unlucky, right? Yes, they were under the cosh. Yes, Man City had a ridiculous amount of chances. But there was something about that game that you just felt Everton may not concede or Man City wouldn't get their way. Then a mistake. I say it's a mistake, but actually it's quite unlucky.
No, it's a mistake.
No, because
I'm not having it.
No. The cross came in and he took a deflection and he'd already put his weight on his left-hand side to clear the ball out. That deflection is what made him. You saw his whole body shape like mangled.
But he looked like he just froze. It looked like he froze.
No, because they did a slow-mo of it, and you literally see him take the one massive step where it looks like he was ready to swing right foot, clear the ball into the sky, but because it took the deflection, he was like, I mean, these are big units. Sometimes they just can't move, innit? Right.
Yeah.
So I thought, yes, it was a mistake, but I felt it was slightly, I felt I don't know. I felt a bit bad for him. I didn't want to just say you lost it because of him, but they did lose it because of that mistake. So, and then Foden sneaked in, got the goal. The handball. I even wanted to say Ray Charles would have seen that was a handball, but I have no idea who is up in the VAR room this weekend. They were shocking. You know, almost every game we're going to talk about had a VAR incident in there. They were shocking because that's a clear handball.
That handball was insane. That it was actually insane. I mean, you think to yourself, for me, everyone in that VAR room, including the ref, fourth official, linesman, everybody, yeah, I'm watching their bank accounts and I'm watching all their friends and family's bank accounts because someone's account is getting fat right now. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Do you know what I mean? There is some kind of favors going on over there. Do you know what I mean? Or if someone starts all of a sudden they go going on a nice holiday or something.
Yeah,
I don't
mate.
know, man. That was ridiculous, man. I mean,
Honestly, man.
to not
if
even
there
ask the
wasn't
ref to
for-
come and look at that
Yeah.
is mad.
Do you know what? I was reading up the news. You know when you see the ref watch, what the ref's got to say. Even he said, yeah, it was a handball. So where was this on the weekend? Where was you on the weekend? Why are you not in VAR?
It's always these retired referees that are telling them, oh, yeah, you know, that was clearly a handball. But it's like, well, you can't actually affect anything. Or actually, maybe they can at the end of the season when they're having the conversations about what should count as a foul. Or, you know, when they're always trying to correct themselves during the season.
To be honest, there's no looking back at that and saying anything. If that man can't see that was a handball, he shouldn't be reffing another game in the Premiership or
The bad thing
VAR.
is, those retired refs normally they usually back the refs because that's their old mates and that.
Yeah.
But when it's this blatant, my man couldn't even lie, bro. He just had to say,
Yeah.
yeah, handball. Which just shows how ridiculous the decision was. You know what I mean, if they're not even backing each other because they normally do.
It was a shocking decision. Obviously, Man City took advantage of that. Felt sorry for Lampard because he clearly had planned this game quite well. Everyone worked hard in the Everton team. It was you know what to expect from Man City. You're gonna get the pass and you're gonna get the speed, but it was quite impressive seeing how Everton had, you know, worked together to get there. Alan probably played the game of his life. It was so important to them. Who else stood out for me?
Was your
There was
boy
a
playing?
youngster, I forgot his name. I forgot his name.
Is he the one that took the free kick?
Yeah. It's quite impressive, bro.
Can't remember that.
Lampard is actually quite good at getting these young kids.
Was Van der Beek playing?
Say that again?
Van der
He
Beek?
was. He looked good as well. He looked good. He fit the system. Like, you know, when people are saying you can't.
Where does he play for him? What is it? Is he box to box, number 10? Where is he playing for them?
basically. Because it's like him and Alan will stay back. Well, it depends. Is him, Alan, and what's the black guy's name? I forgot his name. Decore. Right?
Oh, he's back.
And Alan will obviously do the cleaning up, and then those
Yeah,
two
yeah.
will just go bombing forward, coming back, chasing whoever they got to chase. But a lot of times you will see Alan and Donny a little bit lower, a little bit deeper, and the core is slightly in front of them. Because I think he's probably just got more energy. It's just a bit more energy to do the running.
Yeah.
Like I said, he don't. My thing is, whilst I see him play, and I don't necessarily think it's hard to explain this. I don't necessarily watch him and think, oh yeah, he's going straight back into the United team. But I do watch him and think, but he can be in the squad, and he should definitely have had more minutes. Like this excuse about the physicality of the league, none of that. Chuck it out, because he's proven that he can handle it already in 3 games. So no, he did all right. But like I said, Alan was very important for them.
So you're telling me he wouldn't walk into that Man United team right now? He wouldn't walk into that Man United team right now?
No, but yeah, you can definitely challenge. The problem is I would pick him over certain players that are being played right now. But I do also see slightly why they're being played as well. So that's right now. You know, I should have.
Well, he's hold on. Is this Abba sympathizing with top Reds and that? Mad.
Sympathizing.
Top Red double R boy. Mad thing.
No. I am not in that category of United fans. Never in a million lives. But you know, yeah, it's just saying that Pogba's come back in and walked straight into the team. But yeah, the handball, ridiculous. VAR, second game we're going to talk about in a row that had something that just didn't make sense.
Yeah, that's
probably going to talk about in the third game as well. So there was definitely a penalty in one of these games as well.
Boy, what are we saying? What are we moving on to?
I see a smug person on the top left is just looking at my face because he knows he wants to talk about United's 0-0 draw next.
Mate, you can go anywhere you want. I'm just happy to be here.
Before we do the United, let's quickly do Leeds getting slapped again.
Oh.
Was that
Now,
10 in 2
obviously,
games?
I'm not meant to like Leeds, right? And I
Mhm.
don't. But the madness that the manager is showing these players,
What is going on there?
see,
Madness
that's
going
what
on in
happens
your
when I'm
house, man.
sympathizing for Leeds. Chair goes, what are you doing? The manager's lost his mind. That's it. It's as simple as that. I like beating Leeds. Obviously, they gave us a little bit of a scare last game, but man-to-man marking when you don't have all your first team players against Spurs.
They don't have their centre back captain, whatever his name is, I can't remember. They don't have Calvin Richardson. Was that his name? The one that was in the England squad.
Calvin
Actually, was
Phillips.
starting. Calvin Phillips. So yeah, the one that was actually starting for England, and then obviously their main striker Bamford. So it's like a spine missing, yeah, and you're still going gun ho and that. Wild.
But you know what it is? You know when some managers they're gonna ride that whatever they feel is right till the wheels come off. We've seen that plenty of times in the Premiership. They don't care what's happening, mate. You're sticking to what I say, and that's what's
to be
gonna
fair, but Bielsa's history is like that.
And that's the story of his
He's going
career,
to be
innit?
that same football no matter where he goes. Right?
Yep.
And there is no
Atletico
plan B.
Bilbao, Marseille. Those are
Yeah.
two clubs the only ones I remember him. And I remember he ending in tears in both of them clubs. And
I
they
mean,
always had high points as well.
Yeah.
Because I remember his Bilbao team, they knocked out Man United, one of the things. Ferguson Man United, I think the Europa League or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's I think that's the game that we earmarked. I think it's Herrera. We were like, we have to get him. Right? Because the way they
instead of you lot to get
ran
Xavi
us down, bro.
You just make some weird decisions, you know.
But he's nuts. Like he will not change his plan. They're on. Wait, are they on? They're on a terrible run.
Bro, with his Meg the Stallion knees, blood. What, bro? That guy's squatting the whole game.
Yeah, he's either squatting or sitting on the
sitting on his little bucket,
or sitting
bro.
on the thing. Like the squat is, and the weird thing, the squat is deep.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Deep.
Man's doing a deep squat, bro. He like over 60, like yo. Telling you, bro. Huh?
Hey, but you know
what?
what? You're
vibranium knees, bro. Them knees are made of vibranium, bro. Like yo.
But you know what it is? You see, when you're vexed and you're mad, you don't feel no pain. So watching that TV must be mad.
Yeah, I mean, league's run. I'm only going to talk about 5 games. 4 losses, 1 draw, right? So let's just say it was 3 losses, 1 draw, and then you came to Spurs and decided, let's go gun ho again. It just doesn't make sense, man.
Do you know what? That's 10 goals he's conceded in the last 2 games.
They've conceded 60. 60.
Please, Jesus.
6-0. Wow. Bro, do you know what's so funny? Yeah? Like every time, after they get slapped and you watch him on the interview, even his translator looked vexed, bro. He looked like he was fed up as well, bro. The translator, bro. He was just like, I am tired of translating this foolishness, bro. We're getting slapped and you're talking about, you know, the nothing, bro. You got slapped 6-0. I don't want to hear no tactic on nothing, bro. You were dead completely, bro. Yeah, I mean, come on, man.
Oh my God, yeah. Because I actually forgot midweek they conceded 6 because I forgot to make some Liverpool players my captain. I missed out on their points, bro.
Telling you, it's a peak.
It's just mad. And you know what? To be honest, the writing was on the wall for him. I'm not gonna lie. I am surprised Leeds finally cut the cord with him, but
why? If they didn't, this is only gonna get worse. Because I think the players that he's got missing, they ain't back anytime soon.
No, they're not.
Exactly. So imagine he's gonna keep riding this till the wheels fall off, and they end up back in the Championship. Nah, they had to lock that off quickly.
And it's because of how well we done in the Championship and bringing Leeds back into the league after 20 odd years, or not 20 years, but almost 20 years of not being in the league. And Leeds is traditionally a big-ish club, you know what I mean, or they think they're big anyway. So I was about to say they think, you know what I mean. So like bringing them back into the league, you know what I mean, they love him up there, and including the owner. So it's like it was a hard one, but any other manager under any other circumstance, it would have been gone time ago. You can't just be going everywhere and just getting slapped by any team. They're so open. I mean, they're entertaining. Probably the most entertaining team to watch in the Premier League because they're either going to get slapped or they're going to slap someone. You know what I mean? It's like you're going to get 0-0 with them, man. You know what I mean?
So now the question is who do they bring in next?
They already appointed someone.
Who they bring in?
Jeff Marza, I think it was, or somebody from America.
Raw. So
What?
they didn't even put
Yo, this is kind of mad still.
Yeah, Jesse March joins Leeds United as the new head coach,
Who the hell is
Where was he before?
American coach.
Oh, MLS vibes, yeah? Nah, bro. The man they were managing Higuain and that.
They should have just kept him. They should have just kept him at that point.
He's previously coached at New York Red Bulls and RB Salzburg.
Oh wait. My man has hired him at some point.
Oh, don't tell me this is one of Ralph's children.
Yeah, I think he is.
Is this one of Ralph's kids, yeah? We're gonna see a Ralph ball over there.
We're gonna see more Gengen pressing.
Oh man. The
might actually
press,
see
right? These men have only seen the Gergen press for 30 minutes against Palace, bro. Never to be seen again. So man. But yeah, man, I mean, what's his name? Harry Kane, form continues, him and Son. What's that weird stat they've got there? Their best
the
duo
deadly duo or something like that.
I mean, that's a useless stat. I mean, like, who cares about that stat, bro? Like,
do you know what? It's amazing what stats they create for Harry Kane other than winning trophies.
Oh man, that's really yo, that is what?
Bro, no one's ever cared about someone scoring 100 goals in a year before until Harry Kane was about to do it. Let's talk about it now. Like this dynamic duo thing. No one's really mentioned that before. So, like I said, it's Harry Kane. They have to mention something because it's not trophies that he's going to be winning and talking about. So whatever.
He is balling though. He is balling. Some of the way he passes from deep, you think he's freaking Perlo or something. Like he's moving mad.
You know what?
Like
there's some haters
pass for the
saying
Son goal. Yeah,
his passing, by the way.
Nah, that's hate. Did you see the pass for Son's goal, bro?
Oh no, that was. First of all, what the hell was he doing defensive mid? That's what I wanted to know.
Like,
what was he doing there in the first place? Because when I saw the highlights of it, when he was picking it up, I said, why was he there? And the whole midfield was ahead of him. And then he pings the ball, and I was just like...
I mean, whoever said his passing is overrated is an Arsenal fan, I'll tell you that way.
I actually think he was as well.
Yeah, that's definitely an Arsenal fan. Man. That's someone looking at it in some next kind of glasses. I mean, another positive for them. You know who I like as well for that they just called that what's his name? Kulusevski, what was his name? The one that plays the left-footed player anyway. Yeah, bro. He looks kind of sick, you know. You know what I mean? I like his clothes. You see me, and you can tell by the players I don't like. I like players that have the ball under control. Do you know what I mean? I don't like players that touch the ball, and he's like just going here, there, and everywhere, bro. You know what I mean?
What I like about it is
and his movement is beautiful as well.
Yeah, this is the thing. So what I liked about it is when he was first being talked about with Tottenham, and we were obviously again armchair fans that don't look outside of Premier League. A lot of people are doubting why Conte was getting this guy in the first place and What does he bring? We've got players similar in the team, or why? You know, some people always like to throw in why can't we get some English players? You're just doing all that. And I'm sitting there thinking, do you know how potentially good this guy could be for this team?
He's 21.
And he's come in and he's just doing his thing. Like for him to, where he started from on the corner flag to get into the box, to see Harry Kane going, give me the ball after he's done all the hard work, ignore him, put it into the corner. He's got so much ability. He's a typical Conte player, as an attacking player as well, because the work rate. He's constantly.
He looks sick. I mean, he's bench Mora now, isn't he?
Yeah,
fully bench Mora, and the other, what's his name? That Bergwijn, that idiot. Those are the players I don't rate, bro. People like Bergwijn, get out of here, man. You know what I mean?
What's the celebration?
He scored that thing. He scored what was his debut against Man City.
Man United. Was it Man City? Was it
No,
Man
it was
City?
Man
United?
City.
It
Whoa,
was
whoa,
Man
whoa,
City,
whoa,
it was Man
whoa.
City, because he was Pep against Jose, innit? It was the
Oh
Jose
yes,
season.
yes.
Yeah, bro. They were gassed, boy. They thought they had the next big thing out of Holland, boy. Nah, bro. You drop me out.
You're the next big rapper. You mean that was about it?
Innit? Went down there with Memphis and Drenthe and them, man. Yo, it's mad. It's absolutely mad. But yeah, man, what we saying then? What we saying? Let's move on to the other top four contender. Well, actually,
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it because
yeah,
no one
contender.
seems to want it at the precise moment, really, except for Arsenal. Was that United here?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah. I know they're very
Well,
exciting right now. Yeah,
you know what? As much as my mood about the game and the result is, like, it actually wasn't a bad game. We actually had loads and loads and loads and loads of chances, right? Just couldn't score. Ronaldo hit the post. Bruno Fernandes kicking it straight at the goalkeeper. Maybe you should have squared it to Ronaldo for a tap in. I
the
think
picture that I saw,
Elanga,
I only saw the picture. I never saw the actual play. The picture looked mad. I don't know what the actual play was.
Had to
Sometimes
swear.
them pictures look crazy, but the picture
Yeah.
looked like, bro, come on.
is one of
Had
those
to
ones
swear.
where, I've mentioned it before that there's some players in our team that are just greedy. Because
Had to swear.
I guarantee you what, if Ronaldo was in that position that Bruno was, he ain't squaring it to Bruno either. So it's one of those
But
ones.
to be honest, if he's in that position, that's probably a different outcome. But
True,
he had
he's
to
not
swear
hitting it
it.
straight at the goalkeeper.
He had to swear it.
Awful finish. Yeah, Alanga missed. I think he missed one or two. Ronaldo got caught offside. I do think there was one penalty. It was the Alanga one that I thought was a penalty. The Ronaldo one, not so much when I saw the replay, but the Alanga one, I didn't understand how it wasn't called because you can clearly see that he stopped the ball to try and do a turn, and then the defender took his legs at full speed. I can imagine because Elanga doesn't have the best first touch. As a United fan, I can see that. So I don't know if the referee thought because the ball's stopped dead. While I was thinking Elanga's technique let him down, the referee probably thought the defender got his foot there in time. Actually, he didn't touch him. But I mean, we should have scored chances before that anyway.
That's becoming the theme with you guys, isn't it? Just missing chances. What's going on?
Yeah,
it's like you're playing better football than what I was seeing under Oli anyway. Because certain times under Oli, you lot were surviving, and then the second half somehow you get your two lucky goals. This time it's like you're kind of dominating sort of, and creating chances and just squandering it.
And you know what? It's been a case since this guy's taken over. Like we've actually been creating more chances for our strikers or for our attacking three than usual. And yeah, we're just missing a lot of missing. That game was absolutely shocking. And you know, people try and spin it and go and say Watford played well, Watford did well to get a point. No, they did not. No, they did not. They did nothing.
You know what, yeah? I'm going to speak real ignorant, yeah? Because I didn't even watch the game, but I know it's Hodgson. I know they were just parking the bus, bro. That Hodgson,
they tried to.
Because I even heard streets were telling me that Sarr was right back. You know them ones, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I know he was just parked the bus. Hodgson is not going to go to Old Trafford and try anything expensive.
Yeah, I mean, people they try to make it out like he got some fantastic point, and I'm sitting there thinking, if United had just scored one goal, he would have been.
But to be honest, it is a fantastic point.
Because Hodgson definitely came for a point. Hodgson is coming for a point.
That's what you call an old school manager that knows what he's got to do to get the points in order to keep his team up. Hats off to him. It may not be the most interesting way. He done what he had to do.
Yeah.
Hodgson, good point, mate.
Shut up, man. Shut up. No. They had nothing to do with the guy, bro.
Nah, but you know what? You lot are just. I don't know what's wrong with you lot. I mean, how much chances?
I don't understand how you come from. I don't understand how you come from no style of play and individual brilliance FC to create chances and can't finish them FC. And the way I'm seeing it now, yeah, I'm thinking now, you know what? Bench Ronaldo, yeah, and if you're gonna have to persist with Bruno, if I'm the manager, I'm just playing him as a striker, bro. I'm like, you know what? You're the striker.
I mean, he ends up over there anyway.
Let's go front, bro. I don't want you behind my striker just being selfish and, you know, I mean, spamming you know what I mean, through balls and just losing the ball in midfield. And that. Just go up front, man, because that's what you want to do, innit? Do you know what I mean? Just play up front. And in that way, you can probably just, Pogba can now play as number 10 or whatever. You know,
Yeah,
what I mean?
but
And
You know
someone
what?
To
else.
be
It's so
honest-
annoying because Pogba is playing so nicely in this team. Like, it's just getting on my damn nerves.
Yeah, but to be honest, the chances that Fernandez missed, I wouldn't want him in the team either. I wouldn't want
I
him
hear
in the
that,
team
but
either.
you know
Yeah,
that when
he was-
they have muddled themselves where they've got Cavani on holiday. Yeah, he's
Oh,
he's
big
on
man,
his
let's
self-
talk about this. Nah,
he's on his self-imposed holiday.
He's,
Man's handing out sick notes and that through the letterbox. You know what I mean? Telling the manager, yo, I can't play, bro.
Listen, we begged this Don to stay, and I swear he's played one game since. He's taking the absolute mick. He's absolutely taking the.
This guy
taking the
twerked
mick.
for a man to play one game, you know.
He played one game. The thing is, all the you top reds here that love his energy running around, this is why, because he takes 2 days off every single time. Like, for him to say, I can't play a game because, he had issues with his stomach, and then waltz into the United's arena for the boxing match. You're all right. Then after seeing that, I'm thinking, you're going to come back to the training, you're going to be available for the game, not available. My annoyance is here, if certain IC3 players did this, there will be fire in the media. Fire in the media. Pogba was injured and was taking his time for rehab because we split him up back last time. He got injured again. People were saying, oh, it's because he doesn't want to sign a contract. It's because he's waiting for Real Madrid. So what's Cavani's excuse, bro? Nah. Ooh, this player. I better not see him next season,
Yeah, but to be
The way
honest,
you've muddled yourself for the striker position, is wild to me because you've got Cavani, like you just said to us, self-imposed holidays and that, yeah. We've got Lord Voldemort, we won't say his name, Lord Voldemort, he can never play football again. And then you sent Martial out on loan to our rivals, yeah, which I didn't like, by the way. Our only tight rivals. You might try to send a striker to them. But anyway, he's injured anyway, so that's cool. But you know what I mean? Like, so you really just got Ronaldo at this moment in time, like a natural.
Basically.
I don't even a natural striker either.
He dropped. It's like, who you dropping him for? Because
And Rashford is in horrific form.
Horrible form. Horrible form.
do you know what the worst thing is? There must be some other players in the youth team that you could try out because you need to try something. And at the end of the day, yes, they've brought Ronaldo into the team, but the man scored goals wherever he's gone. I mean, I've seen some highlights here where a man could just slip the ball to him, let my man hit it, and it probably goes in. But it's like sometimes the team don't want passing the ball; they don't want to feed
Listen,
him.
in the last 10 seasons, he's scored 30 goals each season.
And come to United and look like a turd.
And I don't think he's done double figures at United. Well, I mean, yeah, he scored. I mean, to be fair, he scored
got
some
3
really
league goals.
important goals for us, so we shouldn't even insult him, to be honest.
I'm not insulting him. This is more your team that's insulting.
Oh, but I mean, we said it right at the beginning of when we signed him. I think you said it, I said it. Now we're really going to see if we can actually create chances for our striker. Or is it the striker or is it us? Because he's going to finish. Saying that now, he's on a bit of a he's in a bit of a bad run himself, to be fair.
Yeah, but you know what?
right?
It's more desperation of trying to get the goals because
Yeah,
he's dropping goals now to try and get the ball
He's
to do the
forcing it.
madness.
He's forcing things.
He shouldn't have to.
Yeah.
If
So
you've got a decent enough team around him, then he will do the job.
yeah,
But this is the problem. I don't think, like Ronaldo, yeah. When Madrid got him, when we got him, I'll say from 2009 to about 2013, 14, he carried the team. You know what I mean? But after that, the team carried him. Not like carried like he was useless, but like the team was just built, to feed him. Do you get what I mean? But and the teams have to do that now. Now when he goes to Juventus and all these teams, yeah, they're building it. And this now at United, I don't even think they're good enough to even build for Ronaldo. They don't have the structure. There's no structure. You know what I mean? You don't have those players around him that can do. Because at Madrid, we never had a selfish man in the team like a Bruno, for example, or a Rashford. There was no one next to Ronaldo that was selfish.
No way, because
Yeah, I
Benzema
mean,
would have fed him.
I'm saying whoever
Yeah,
at
the
any
only one
period,
that
bro,
was
Di
selfish was
Maria.
Bale, and look at that went out. That turned out.
Exactly. Zidane ended up playing Isco, and we won Champions Leagues. You get what I
Yeah.
mean with playing the diamond and that. So that's just how he has to work with this Ronaldo. You know what I mean? It just depends. But then I think as well we can't just discount it and say, oh yeah, it's now United and it's your United's fault. But we got to also, as fit as he is also 37, and he is playing in a league that is
Demanding.
very fast and very demanding. Yeah, and we can see it in his league. He's got 3 league goals. Do you know what I mean? And he got more goals or goals per game in the Champions League than he does in the league.
Yes.
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely he has. Yeah, he's definitely struggling. I
European
see
football
him play
slightly
against Atalanta,
slower.
looking sort of half decent. Go away to Brentford, and he's looking like, you know what I mean? Looking absolutely dead. So like, it's a combination of both things. I think both things are true. The man is, you know what I mean? He's definitely coming towards the end. I mean, that interview came out saying that he wants to play until he's 40. I was like, bro, not in the Premier League.
Yeah, when he
You know
said
what I
that, when
mean?
he said that, I was like, he ain't talking about us. And the worst thing is, if he thinks he's going to the French league and that's going to be easier for him, he's going to have a rude awakening when he goes there, bro.
No, my African brothers there, where they'll be
They're
ready to
not giving
clamp
him.
him.
They're not giving Messi no space as he is.
Yeah.
They'll be ready to clamp him silly, bro. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
so
So
I don't know, man. I think it's a bit. I think it's a bit of both. I think it's a
to be
bit of
honest,
both.
we were going in a different direction. Coming to the end of last season, not exactly what direction it was, but we were definitely heading in a different direction. And then opportunity arises and we take him. And I don't think even when it came to Radnick as well, for his system to work, and I said it earlier, you're even going to get really super experienced players that most of them are not superstars. They're not really massive players, or a young team, which is what he tends to do. He gets a young, energetic team. Everyone's listening to him. Alanga's a perfect example of the sort of player that he likes. High energy, work rate, will listen to every single thing he says because they're trying to prove a point. I can't remember in his history him having to deal with an already established player. And then when you're looking at Ronaldo, you're looking not only an established player, a world player of the year 5 times.
The only player that he
You're going
had.
to tell Ronaldo now to try and chasing the defenders about when he already knows what his main strengths are.
The only one I remember for me was Raul, because he had Raul when he left Madrid at Schalke.
That was 34-year-old Raul.
Yeah, Ronaldo's 37 as well. But Raul is a different personality as well, because Raul will play for the team. He's the kind of man that will just,
Yeah, because if you remember that season, I think he only scored like 7 goals or something that season.
And Raul was almost there to just kind of feed Huntelaar and that, or just show Huntelaar the way and that, them days there. So
exactly.
He was humble. He wasn't an egotistical sort of Raul at that point. So it's a bit, I suppose it's a bit different still. He is a bit different.
So that's so again, the personality suits Ralph in terms of, I can't do your running, but I'll do whatever I can to make the other guys more efficient or whatever. That's the sort of Raul he had. He made him the captain as well. And then Ronaldo's not that. Ronaldo's not that. Messi's not that. So those two players, like if he had any of those two players, it was always going to be a struggle.
Always the difference, Messi, struggling. We can say he's struggling. But even in the last couple of games, bro, he still gets the assist though. He can still find that pass. Do you know what I mean? That's the thing. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing with Messi, man. You know what I mean? He can be dead, but bro, he can still find that ball, boy. You know what I mean? Ronaldo ain't scoring, bro. He ain't offering nothing. He's chilling,
who's Messi assistant?
Yes, yeah. Ronaldo ain't even putting the ball to assist though. You know what I mean? I know what you're saying, but bro, I said, who is he assisting? But bro, a ball is a ball in it. That's all I'm saying. But Ronaldo,
do you know what?
He's seeing him put a ball for anybody. Bro.
No, but the thing is, in the game that he just played against Watford, he did set up Fernandes, and Fernandes fluffed his lines.
Oh, fluffed his line twice, was it? Twice.
That's what I'm saying. Imagine now.
Was it a revenge thing then for the what's it called? The squared off not squaring the pass and that.
No, he squared it to him. He squared it to him. He actually played for the team.
Yeah,
he actually played for the team, bro.
Yeah, he ran across. He could have gone down for a penalty.
The age getting to him, but mad thing.
Yeah, he could have gone down for a penalty. He stayed on his feet, got closer to the goal, and I thought, he's going to shoot here, or he's going to open and use his left foot and try and curl it. Nope, he actually put his head up, pinged the ball to Bruno, who jumped up, did the whole look, and then headed the ball. We missed
Imagine
bare chances, you know.
he had a
bare
chance to
chances.
bring that down and finish that. Now imagine Ronaldo passing that to Messi, not Messi, Mbappe or thing.
Or Neymar.
Or Neymar. That's going in the back of the net. So
Yeah.
At this
Messi
point, even
got-
Icardi, boy, can even put in there. Like, do you know what I mean? Because the way you lot are missing chances, boy.
I'm
it's
telling you,
Yeah.
Icardi would have slapped that as well.
peak.
I think even
That-
they
well,
had
that's a
Tuba
good
Mo
point.
in there. Tuba Mo
That's
would
a
have put
cheaper
that away.
That is the,
yeah.
no. To be fair, with Triple Moulton though, but that he's the best journeyman I've seen in this is the last decade.
Bro, his agent needs some kind of
His
award,
agent
bro.
is quality. His agent
That's
is
a top
quality.
agent.
Well,
right.
you could have probably done with him in that game because I tell you now, he would have finished that because that was too good of opportunity to even attempt the header that he tried and missed.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
peak.
it was, like I said, it was a horrible game. That's why my mood was just down because it's like I would love to really drum into them like how I was in the beginning of the season and really rip into them and say this, that, and all the rest. But no, we had like 10 chances, clear chances.
It's matter deflating you.
Or score one. It's different result.
They're deflating. I mean, let's move on to your other top four rivals. You know what I mean? Arsenal at home to Wolves. I mean, that was Friday. Was that Thursday? Oh, that's Friday.
Thursday.
Oh, Thursday. Sorry, yeah. They were 2-1 victory against, you know what I mean, the Wolves side that before they played Arsenal anyway, they were in very good form. Yeah, I mean, and Arsenal doing what Arsenal do this season, which is dispatch the teams that they're supposed to dispatch. You know what I mean? And I'm going to start off with my guy Odegaard. You know what I mean? He's starting to bone. I'm starting to see Real Sociedad Odegaard now. The last few games I've watched, and he's probably been playing like this for a while, but I haven't really been watching Arsenal like that. But for the last couple of games I've seen him anyway, I'm like, all right, this is the Odegaard that I was seeing at Sociedad, but he's actually dictating games, slipping them balls in. You know what I mean? Playing very good. Unfortunately, some of the balls are to Lacazette. That's a whole nother story. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? He's playing brilliant. He's playing brilliant. And you know what? You got to put them favourites at this moment in time, innit? I know like they've got some tough fixtures as well. I know you guys have got very tough fixtures coming up, but their games in hand, I think one of them is Chelsea.
One of them's Chelsea, yeah.
I mean, so it's not
Man City
really.
as well.
Yeah, exactly. Now they played Man City twice. I know they had that game where Rodri scored
Was it
last
Liverpool?
minute. And they got slapped up at the Etihad. So I know they played City twice.
Yeah, I mean, it's meant to be two
Maybe.
ridiculously hard games, but
Might be Liverpool. I know they've got the North London derby as well at whatever Tottenham's ground is
Yeah,
called.
that's never nothing hard for them still.
Well, at the Emirates is quite easy for them, but over there, I don't think they've got a good record still, you know.
Tottenham
I mean,
will
if
do
Conte's
Tottenham,
still
yeah.
there, he'll definitely make it harder.
Do you know what? Seeing Tottenham go to beat City 1 week to go and lose to Burnley in the next game, you don't know what Tottenham are gonna do.
Exactly.
Yeah, maybe if Tottenham lose the game before the final, what's it called, North London derby, yeah, they'll be in with
Oh,
a
so
good
yeah,
chance.
it's Chelsea and Spurs that they have the game in hands on.
Yeah,
So
so
those two games haven't been confirmed yet by the looks of
the
website.
Chelsea one is at Stamford Bridge as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's gonna be long.
And they never
That's
win
long.
there, man.
that's going to be long.
Yeah, I mean, I can't see that one, but that would be a shock. But if they manage to pull that off, but you know,
Obi, the Arsenal fan, is saying there's a Liverpool at home game as well.
Liverpool at home, yeah, that's kind of peak still. It's kind of peak. But like I said, man, I think despite those tough games, beating the teams they're supposed to beat,
Yeah.
should get them over the line, in my opinion.
I mean,
I think they're probably favourites. Anyway.
Yeah, the next three games they have is Watford away, Leicester at home, Liverpool at home. I'll just even throw in the next game after that as well, and Aston Villa away.
Watford and Leicester, I can see them winning both of them games.
Yeah, so and they have Aston Villa away as well, so I think they'll probably win that too.
I can see them even winning that as well.
Yeah, so it's
even though Aston Villa, they're pretty decent, but Arsenal, they ain't playing with these teams.
All right.
Yeah, I mean,
Watch Coutinho.
yeah, man said watch Coutinho. Liverpool,
he does like scoring against them, doesn't he? Though he does like scoring.
Yeah, he does. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying. Not even. I've been impressed with Arsenal because I never thought they'd be in this position, judging by
Yeah,
how they.
I have to give that pagan, what's his name, his flowers, Ateta. I don't like him still, but I'll give him his flowers. But
I think you know what.
consistency. He's got
The only,
consistency going there. You know what
I
I
think the
mean?
only downfall to Arsenal would be is not signing a potent striker.
Funny enough, he's another manager that I think needs to work with players that haven't really been there and done it, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Young
it's clear.
players or players that haven't really won much.
Do you know Arsenal used to find some gems of young players.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised they haven't found another striker. I mean, Martinelli's good, yes, but Lacazette is not it for me.
Oh
He's
yeah,
not.
yeah.
I can't remember. There's
as well.
a striker
Rubbish.
that they're apparently interested in from the Portuguese league. I can't remember his name, man. He's a Brazilian or something.
Yeah,
But you know what Arsenal's like.
They've got
looking at
Man City's interested in him as well, if I remember correctly, and another team as well.
Is it?
Liverpool are watching him too.
Yeah, I know Liverpool are watching the same guy as well, and
Yeah,
which is long. If them teams
yeah, that's it,
actually
yeah.
go for it, it gets a bit long, to be honest. But yeah, Portuguese league is looking like a decent league to sign players. You know, I think they got Diaz. You know, the two Diaz's.
You have to get the right ones, though, innit? You have to get the right ones.
You could end up with Bruno, innit? Yeah.
Hold
You
on.
must-
Wait, whoa. The top midfielder for goals and assists. I'm all right.
what this season?
Yeah, he's the highest scoring midfielder, isn't he?
What, most assists as well. You saying?
He's
What is
got
that?
a high number of assists
Was that
and
just-
goals this season.
Was that just?
Even though he's
just
been playing badly, his numbers are still his numbers, innit?
Oh,
Hold on,
you're
wait.
that guy now, yeah?
hold on, wait.
Oh,
So you're
no.
talking?
Listen,
Was that throughout the whole league?
Hold on, is Abbas the GA merchant, yeah? Mad thing. Okay.
listen. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying.
No,
but
but
to
I'm
say
not
that he
saying.
would be a bad signing from Portugal, I don't think so.
Right,
I
my
wouldn't say
question-
that.
That was
My
tongue in
question for
cheek.
you.
That's that you say. Relax, but
My
you
question for you.
you're just biting easy there.
I was thinking,
wait,
whoa,
Was he
did
got
I
the
hear
most
that
assists
right?
in the league already? What this
Huh?
season? Or was it just for midfielders,
It's midfielders. I'm not talking about all the other
defenders,
guys.
or anything else like that?
Yeah. No, I'm
We
not
know
talking
what
about
name
like
you're gonna bring
Salah
up,
and
Sean.
Jota and
Alright,
stuff.
cool.
Come on.
I'm just clearing something up right here because you can't say what you're saying. Vicky's just gonna slide with me. Yeah, I'm listening.
I don't know how that's possible with the chances your team is missing anyway. How is he gonna do that, man? Come on, man.
Bruv, you know what? There's one thing the only one thing, right, that I know from Bruno is somehow he'll get an assist or he'll get a goal. Usually not when I really need him to, but somehow he will get it. There's a lot of games this season where I've been looking at him going, how is this guy still on the pitch?
He done that. He done that
And
against
then 15 minutes later, he's the one that's created a goal. You're just like, all right, cool. This is cool. Like, he done it in Champions League.
This was about to say, he done it against Atleti, bro. He was
Bruv,
moving
he
like
was
Denzel,
horrible.
bro. Man said, yo, I'm leaving here with something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? After dropping an absolute stinker the whole game, you know, and just still left with an assist. I mean, assist
Yeah,
had
he's
more
done
to
that a
do
lot
with
this season. So
All Black being washed, but yeah, that's another story anyway. We move. What's Obi saying here, boys? Obi right, huh? I'm saying he's your savior. He's your Lord and Savior over there, Man United.
okay, see, this is where I disconnect. This is where I disconnect from this. That is madness right there.
You're forgetting who you're talking about. This is Pogba's number one fan, mate. You don't say that around here.
It's not even that. It's just
It's yes.
you know.
it
I'm
is
not
that.
even. Let me not even insult my own team because my own team players. Like I'm not gonna do that, right? Just, but let's not put that sort of praise on him.
Mm.
We have to try and remember the standards that this club was raised on because, yeah,
Boy.
that's all it is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of players that come from that Portuguese league, though. Loads of them in the Premiership. Most of them
yeah.
end up at Wolves.
But yeah, all of them just
Absolutely.
Yeah, because even Jota came from there as well.
Jota, Prudence,
Moutinho, Neves. There's loads of them.
yeah.
And these are all successful Premier League players, you know.
Yeah.
All those
The only
names
one
are
that
successful.
didn't go
in the
too
league.
well was the striker at Wolves. I don't think he's done too well. Not him, as the other one, the young one that they bought for like 36.
Podence.
No,
Is it Podence?
what was his name?
Oh, this has been all right, isn't it?
No, Podence is fine.
He's a young, I think.
Right, what are we saying? So Arsenal, what? So is everyone agreeing that Arsenal are the favourites, yeah, for top four?
Fabio Silva. I will be honest, even I have to say they are. The game in hands, everything else. I would say that they are.
Yeah, man.
And I trust me, I don't want to say that. I have no business.
Hang He
picking
It's
up-
Chan.
mad, isn't it? It's mad, isn't it? Because after the first 3 games, when they lost all them games, and everyone was bantering them, saying how they're going to get relegated and all that kind of stuff, to them being favourites of top 4 now. That's mad.
You were bantering them as well. Don't try it. You were
No, I was
bantering
bantering.
them
I was
as well.
bantering them. I was bantering, but,
No,
but the
I
banter was
wasn't
too
even
much.
pointing at you, Kuda. I'm pointing at this guy that's pointing at me. You were bantering them too.
your fingers in the wrong space,
Remember,
bro.
in the beginning of the season, Kuda had to come out and say he's going to be the Arsenal ambassador. That's how
Oh
much
yeah,
you
because
were
it was
bantering
getting,
them.
yeah,
But
it was
it's
getting a bit
this
silly.
one above me here.
It was getting a bit silly. I even had to be the ambassador for Arsenal, boy. It was getting a bit mad. It was getting a bit mad, boy. But yeah, nah,
But I can talk though, innit?
they were what's it called?
Means nothing.
I can
They were
talk.
absolutely horrific. You know, yeah. So what's the other top 4 team? Oh, we already covered Spurs. West Ham. Who did they play? I know they won.
They won 1-0 to Wolves, oddly enough.
Oh, Wolves have just come off the cliff, boy.
The problem is the Wolves. Is it what they've lost 1? They've lost 3 and won 2 out of their last 5 games. So, are they on a run?
They'll
2
probably
losses
break
to
that run
Arsenal
against
there
Palace,
as well,
bro.
man.
And man say lack of a threat. Oh my days.
That's a lack of threat, you know.
Did you put that up? Oh, God, sorry, I have to put that up. I have to put that up.
Oh, that's peak. That's peak, boy. I mean, he's doing good hold-up play, but he ain't putting the ball in the back of the net, boy. He's having to rely on the young guns, boy, to do all that for him. You know what I mean? The Stackers and Smith Rose and that. Smith Rowe is hard as well, but who's the one that wanted to go to Aston Villa? Was it Smith Rowe? Wasn't there someone that wanted to, an Arsenal player that was like thinking of going to Aston Villa? And who is it?
Wasn't it I forgot his name. He's at Rome. He's in that Roma now.
Nah, man, this is like a big player. Or a big player for them now.
Oh,
Obi would know, anyway. Obi would know. But yeah, anyway, let's move on, man. Let's move on. I'll briefly unfortunately cover Crystal Palace. I mean, there's nothing to say about this team. This team is just, I can't be bothered with them, you know. You know, my biggest gripe with Crystal Palace, yeah. My gripe now with Patrick Vieira is one thing and one thing only. He's finally seen sense and moved away from the Uber driver and he's playing my guy Olise. Yeah. Olise, who is an absolute bad man, yeah. If some of the other teams that are better than Palace, which is quite a few in the league, have any sense, they'll be signing this guy. If you don't have a proper right winger, this is the man. He is an absolute G, bruv. He passes the eye test. He's an absolute G. Yeah. Oh, Villa won the Smith role. Yeah, that was it. Yeah. Yes. So what's he called? So the Uber driver is now at the team. But I don't understand for the life of me why we signed Edouard. What was the point? Why sign a
I was
striker?
literally just looking at the lineup and thinking,
That's not beef.
I can see Olise, I can see Zaha, then I'm seeing Schlott. Like, hold on, what's going on here?
That is my beef with him. It's like, what is going on? I don't understand how this man came in on his debut, scored 2 goals against Tottenham, and we have never seen him play striker since. It's not like he was playing striker.
He scored before you signed him as well, wasn't he? 20 odd goals.
It's not as if he's been playing striker and like missing chances and just being dead. You know what I mean? Where we can all look at it and say, "Oh, you know what? Yeah, we understand it. This guy's trash." He's not even giving him the chance. When he does play, he plays him left wing for some reason. One game, I think he even played him left wing and put Zaha up front. This is a whole mess.
He's doing the Arsene Wenger thing.
Oh man, it's so jarring. And then you got this clown, what's his name? Mateta. Oh Lord. What a horrific footballer, boy. Oh my days. He's rubbish.
There's loads of players you don't like in this team.
Oh, man. And you know the worst thing is, the worst thing, because obviously, I'm a Real Madrid fan, but like, I follow Palace. I'm not as invested as some of my Palace friends from the ends, So when I talk about Palace with them, some of the players they love just grinds my gears, bro. Man will be talking about Mitchell. Now Mitchell is a good player. I'm like, are you all right, bro? This guy is rubbish. He makes Aaron Wan-Bissaka look like Danny Alves, bro. He makes Aaron Wan-Bissaka look like he's some tech man.
Wow.
That's how techless Mitchell is. This guy gets the ball, and it's like a hot potato, bro. Like he's absolutely useless, but he works hard. and gets up and down the pitch. So that's why he stays in the team, and that's why Vieira loves it.
We
He's one of
love
them,
that
man,
in England, mate. We love
You know
that
what
in
I mean?
England.
That's probably how he's made it up through all the ranks and that. You know what I mean? And made it to to the team, bro. Just bare hard work and that. You know what I mean? Shout out him and that, feeding his family. You know what I mean? But yeah, another game where Palace, you know, first half absolutely dominated Burnley. I mean, should have been like 2-3-0, dominated, and then just let them back into the game second half. And as usual, you know, Burnley is probably the worst team to play Palace because Palace can't defend set pieces, and then Burnley have got, like, you know what I mean, some trees in their team, boy. You know what I mean? And they won't stop swinging them balls in, and bang, there you go, 1-1. You know, and then they just decided you got to about 70 minutes, Burnley just said, you know what, we're happy with the point. We just parked the bus for the rest of it, and then they got away with their point, which is what they wanted.
Wait,
you know what I mean?
I'm confused because he looks like he did a substitution. Maybe must have been injury, 60th minute, to bring on the player that you don't like, but who's actually a striker, Matete or whatever his name is, right?
Oh.
So that must have looked like he went 4-4-2.
He was going for it, like in the second half, because, like I said, Burnley came back into the game and were sort of dominating for, you know, like half an hour of the second half. Got there, so whenever they got the equalizer, well, actually, they played a little bit more, but they got to about 70 minutes and just decided, whatever. You know what I mean? They kind of just parked the bus, and it was just all Palace towards the end. But it was not really, you know what I mean? The attacks were a little bit.
What was he thinking with not bringing on? I mean, surprisingly,
I don't even know. Yeah,
he didn't even bring on his best friend Benteke. So that's what surprising.
I was about to say, it's so bad, yeah. That I was even like, where's Benteke? You know them ones. I was even like, yo, if we're just gonna be now doing inshallah, crossing inshallah, yeah, we might as well just put the idiot out front. You know what I mean? Like, what is the point? What is the point? Bring on Benteke. Vieira's been making some funny decisions, man. Like I said, the team's playing better. You know what I mean? I actually enjoy watching Palace these days. You know what I mean? You actually watch good football, unlike, you know, Hodgson's. You know what I mean? Absolutely, his Harambo that he was playing over there with. Yeah, that football was so wild.
What?
Yeah, bro. Yo, Hodgson football is wild, bro. Yo, I'll put you to sleep, bro. That's a sleeping tablet football. That football is nasty. That football is nasty. You know what I mean? We had Zaha playing left back for half the season, right? It was peak. It was absolutely peak. But yeah, this football is better. But you even look at the form. What's the form? Do you know what I mean? 5 games, 1 win, 1 loss, 3 draws. I mean, if that don't tell you, if that don't say boring, what more? You know what I mean? It's just dry. Absolutely dry. Absolutely dry.
So what do you think his problem with Eduardo is then? That's why
I don't know. I don't know if it's.
You have been saying
this
for a very long time.
Because I don't know if it's hold-up play. Because whatever I think of, yeah, I'm thinking, okay, if it's hold-up play, Mateta ain't good at that either. So I don't know what's really good. And whoever you play up there ain't gonna hold up the ball that well anyway. Even Benteke, who's probably the best one at holding the ball up, he's not even that great at it anymore. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes Zaha plays up front and he definitely can't hold the ball up. Do you know what I mean? He's trying to get fouls and dribble past everyone. So it can't be that. Definitely not finishing because Eduardo is definitely the best finisher out of everyone.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Could be training, something in training.
He must not be.
You know what I mean? I'm just thinking like maybe he doesn't work hard, but then if he doesn't work hard, why is it when he plays, you play him on the wing where you think you'd want someone?
Well, you need him to work hard.
You know what I mean, to work hard. So is it, hard work? I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? One thing with Eduardo, he's for a lanky guy, he's a bit weak. You know what I mean? He's not. He can get bundled over by defenders and that. You know what I mean? So Mateta, is a bit more physical than him, but Mateta's rubbish. So what's the point, bro? You know what I mean?
You know,
if you want someone to be physical, let's buy Akinfenwa, innit? Just put him up there. He'll be physical all day. You get what I mean? I don't know what was it after, but like I said, it is what it is. But let's move on, because he's talking about these man just upsets my soul, bro. Just upsets my soul. This is a team that's just there to play, to be your only target is to finish mid-table. That's your target for the season. And you make a hash of that as well and just make funny decisions. It's annoying.
All right. Hold on. We're missing a player, L, aren't we?
Oh, yeah. Brentford. Let's go to that, boy. Brentford against Newcastle.
Yeah.
Revamped Newcastle, boy. Newcastle that are like, No, we said it before the stream, innit? The only team in better form than Newcastle in the last five games is Liverpool.
Yeah.
Newcastle have got
4 wins, 1 draw. They are on fire.
Like what? They're in better form than Man City. Like what the hell? You know what I mean? They're in some serious form, but it doesn't even matter who you're playing, bro. To put 4 out of 5 wins, boy.
Who
Anyone's
they
happy
beat?
with
They
that.
beat Leeds, Everton, Aston Villa, drew West Ham, and then now they're beating Brentford. And obviously with Brentford as well, it was, things were made very easy because surprisingly VAR worked in this situation. I can't even remember the gentleman that got sent off, but it was a
Silva.
tackle. It wasn't an accident for me. You guys can tell me if you think different. It was an accidental red card for me. And then I could see what he was trying to do as a player, but he obviously missed the target completely and could have snapped someone's
I
leg.
see Sean's face is not having that, boy.
Well, that's what I said for me. So, not sure. What was your opinion on that?
Rules are rules, mate. It's a red card,
I said accidental red card. It's still a red card for me.
mate. Accidental comes out the window, bruv. My man's leg was planted. He could have broken that leg. That is a red card all day long.
Yeah. And it was just the Silva who got sent off. And what was that? Like 11 minutes into the
That's
game.
the problem. You gave the
11
team
minutes
no
into the
chance.
game.
I mean, look at Brentford's form right now. Yeah, it's peak. We're
So
talking about
before-
a team. Yeah,
before
we're
this
talking about
game,
Newcastle, a team with 4 wins out of the last 5. They got 4 losses out of the last 5. You know what I mean? With a draw as well as the 5th one. So it's peak. It's peak. But yeah, man, I mean, the Silva definitely deserves this week's player elbow. You gave your team no chance. You're in bad form as it is, and that's just
Yeah,
absolutely
to go and do that.
yeah, man. So yeah, the Silva this week's player elbow.
Epic fail. You are one pathetic loser.
I mean, that's an achievement to get a player over a keeper that absolutely skied his pen in spent to the moon, bro. In the final. Do you know what I mean?
Trust me, I
But you know what's
really
funny?
wanted to give it to Kepa. I really wanted to give it to Kepa.
You know that phrase, yeah? What's it called? The life comes at you fast. Remember when Brentford started in the beat? What's the first game? They beat Arsenal, innit? Oh,
Yeah.
you know, Ivan Toney was out here. Do you know what I mean? Not linking gal and saying dumb things and actually scoring.
Yo, what a dumb thing.
You know what I mean? Like the man there, you know, Ivan Toney, their manager, you know what I mean? Everyone's talking about, you know, I mean, I think who was it? Was it Liverpool that played there? I think Liverpool won.
Yeah, it was
But
a
they had a
Liverpool
hard
game.
game.
That
It
was brilliant.
was a draw, was it? Yeah.
Yeah,
It was like
we
a
did.
tough game for Liverpool or something, yeah. And then everyone's talking about, oh yeah, this is gonna be a tough ground to come to. These men are this, these men are that. Their manager is this. An agenda is coming here, so I'm sure you guys know me. You know me. You know an agenda is coming. You know, I'm loading up my agenda. Hold on. Let me land the agenda here in a bit. These lot were fascinating about this manager, how great he is, and this, that, got them promoted, blah, 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 blah. There they are, yeah, sitting 15th, yeah, tumbling down into the relegation zone, yeah. My manager, Patrick Vieira, bruv, man were writing him off before he even stepped foot into Croydon. Yeah? He ain't even been to South London yet, yeah, and they were already like, favorite for relegation. The man had done out here, blah, 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 blah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, and this guy that these lot were, I'm not even gonna say the phrase I was about to use there, but you know where I'm going, yeah. Do you know what I mean? They were, they were on him, bro. You know what I mean? They were on his privates. I'll put it that way. You know, you know. And where is he at now? That's what I'm saying. Life comes at you fast. Man didn't even do the Chris Wilder thing. Had the good season first, and then flopped. Or what's his name? Bielsa had the good season first from being promoted, and then flopped. Man would have done it in 26 games. You know what I mean? What is really good?
He was the new Eddie Howe, innit? Because of his interviews they're quite fun. Tactically he plays interesting. He plays good football. So yeah, they were speaking of him very highly, and no one was giving Patrick Vieira ratings. I said it in the podcast. I wasn't sure about the appointment myself.
But my thing is like, okay, it's the right to not give Patrick Vieira ratings when you've never seen it, because Patrick Vieira, everywhere he's been so far, he ain't done that well. Let's be honest, yeah. You know what I mean? He didn't do that well in America, whatever it was. or did he manage some team in France? I can't remember. But the other, anyway, he got
Yeah.
sacked anyhow. So yeah, they are. I'll say you're right. Yeah, but when you start to see the football in front of your eyes, give the man
Yes.
credit, innit? This guy is going left, but I'm not hearing his name really getting criticized. You know, it's like no one really talks about this guy. Like it's like he's Teflon, bro. That start that he had has made him Teflon, and the fact that, like you said, he's got a likability factor about him. I'm not gonna say why, but you know, I mean, IC3 settings, you know, like that. You know what I mean? Like, you know, he's got this likability factor about him, and like no one really wants to criticize, man. But boy, he should be getting some serious critics because you know he's losing to teams that are around him. You know what I mean? It's not about you're getting slapped by Man City and you're losing teams that are around you. You're not really getting the scrutiny. But like I said, boy, that's my last agenda for the pod, guys. You know what I mean? It is what it is. We'll revisit this later, boy. Revisit later, boy. What else have you got, boy? Should be about it, innit?
You know what? I can't even remember if any other game is worthy of talking about, to be honest.
No, then if you can't remember it, it probably isn't, boy.
Oh, Aston Villa beat Brighton 2-0. That was it.
don't care.
Oh, Southampton beat Norwich 2-0.
Yeah.
Any of them deserve a conversation? Not really.
I'm not interested.
I mean, that's mid-table. I mean, Norwich are on.
The only thing I'll point out is what's going on in Brighton's home form, boy, because that used to be a tough place to go. I don't know what's going on. Lost the last 3 games.
You know what? The thing is, anytime I watch them, right? Every time I watch them, the football's on point. They can't score goals, right? Every time I watch them, that's the problem. So I don't even need to not watch I don't need to watch a game. I know that's probably what happened, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's the problem. It's just too predictable now.
Yeah, quick question here. Do you think would have kept Mendy for the Pens? Yes.
100%.
If he was listening at the beginning of the pod, the stream, you'd have heard us say, yeah, definitely would have kept him on. Yeah, man. But yeah,
just to add on the Brighton thing, the match they lost 2-0, they had 66.5 possession. They had more shots on goal. Just didn't have, they had less on target. More touches, more passes, more corners, more just typical Brighton.
That sounds about right for Brighton, boy.
Yeah, typical Brighton. Somehow they lose that game 2-0. See?
Peak.
Didn't even watch the game. I knew exactly what the point was. But yeah.
It is what it is. What are you saying, Sean? Have you got any predictions?
Of course.
Come on, let's go.
We'll start it off with the big one, yeah? Manchester Derby. Somebody looks like they forgot, boy.
No, I remember because we were talking about it before we started the pod, but I'm trying to stick here. What the hell do I even pick as a scoreline?
Cut it. Let's go. We got Man City v Man United. I'll go for a 2-2.
That is agending, boy. Oh my days. Agenda is real in that prediction, boy. Mad thing. Yeah, I'm gonna go on another slow bleed 2-0 win for Man City, boy. Pass them to death settings, boy. I can
Not gonna lie. I want to do this team no favors whatsoever, but I'm going for a cheeky 1-0 win, United.
All right.
You got back.
What's in your team today, boy?
You got back your team, bro. Had a super malt, you get me?
To be honest, I know you're probably saying you don't want to do us a favor, but you need them points as well. Otherwise, it's Europa League for you, big man. So you need to win this game. Back to Thursday night football.
Honestly, if you ask me if the choice is Champions League, Liverpool win the title, or Europa League, Liverpool don't win the title, I'm picking the second one. There's no way. just no way.
Oh my days.
All right.
The hate is real. I hear it though.
Bro, to the core, bro.
I'll do the same for Barca, I'm gonna lie.
Yeah, we've got one trophy this season. Let's go. We've plenty more to go. Right. We got Liverpool v West Ham. I'm backing my boys for a 3-0 victory.
Liverpool against West Ham. Well, at home.
Yeah, Liverpool at home.
Yeah, I'm going 3-1. 3-1 Liverpool.
Denters must have gen 1-0. No, I'm joking. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1.
1-1.
Right, we got Wolves v Crystal Palace.
Oh, that's filthy. That's filthy. I don't even
I'll
want
go
to
for
watch
1-1.
this.
1-1.
I don't even know. I think I even take a 1-1. I'm just gonna back the boys for no reason. 1-0 Palace. Let's go.
Yeah, this is a game that Wolves need to win. Yeah, so I'm gonna go 2-0 Wolves. No, 2-1, 2-1, 2-1. Palace can score.
Yeah.
Palace can score.
I think they're gonna break that duck with us, swear, because they've lost too many, bro. They've lost too many in a row.
Right, we're gonna go with a difficult one here. Newcastle v Brighton.
Oh, it's not difficult.
All right, you're gonna see.
Was
But
that
I'm still gonna
Newcastle?
back Newcastle at home. But I'm
Newcastle
still
v
gonna,
Brighton.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna back Newcastle.
Yeah, I'm going Newcastle as well.
Yeah,
2-1.
same with Newcastle. That's why I said it went
2-1. But you know what? You don't know what team Brighton's gonna come out with. We're gonna look. We'll probably end
Whatever
up all
team
getting
they
this
pick,
wrong.
they can't score.
Yeah, probably a 3-0 Brighton,
Yeah,
bro.
watch. We're all gonna get this wrong. So what did you say, Abbas?
I'm doing 2-1 Newcastle.
And you, what did you say, Kuna?
I'm going 2-1 as well. 2-1 Newcastle, yeah.
All right. So we got one more game.
Hey,
All right,
what did you pick?
I said 2-1 Newcastle. I
2-1
went with
Everyone knows
Newcastle.
2-1 Newcastle.
Bro, everyone 2-1.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
we ain't getting that result.
That's what I'm saying. We're all gonna get it wrong.
We're not getting that result.
All right, let's pick the last one. Watford v Arsenal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with a surprise 1-0 Watford victory. You know.
Mad thing, yeah. Hodgeball, yeah. More haram ball, boy. Mad thing. Nah, I'm going Arsenal. Arsenal 2-0.
Wow. Agendas must agenda. So come on, you Watford. 1-0. 1-0 Watford. I'm sorry. I need them to win.
Well, this guy and his questions, boy. Look at this. How would you rank these centre backs? Oh my days.
Okay.
Man, come with the longest list, bro. Like, you know what, yeah? I was looking at it, thinking about it. I'll quickly say, obviously, VVD number 1, Diaz number 2, Thiago Silva number 3, and I'll go Laporte number 4. No. I'll go Matip number 4, Laporte number 5, and then the rest, I don't care, bro, because it's too much. It's too much. You got too many names there, bro. But yeah, my 3 is VVD, Diaz, and then Thiago Silva.
Yeah. Funny enough,
Give me top 5 now. Top 5 here. Okay, top 5 out of that. Top 5.
Yeah,
What you
I
say?
would put Van Dijk, yeah, no doubt. I will put Diaz, yeah, no doubt. I would actually put for some games Gabriel, Rudiger, and Thiago Silva.
I didn't see Rudiger. Nah,
Yeah.
still, I'll keep it the same.
I
I'll
like
put Rudiger
I don't know
before
what it
Laporte.
is. I don't know what it is. I like Rudiger, especially like when he start in trouble for no reason.
Only thing with Rudiger, boy, we need to see him in that back 4. You know what I mean? He'll probably be all right, but I don't know. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I've only been impressed with him in the back 3 in it.
But then that's the same with Thiago Silva then.
Nah, Thiago Silva, bro. Come on, man. That's
At this
Rolls
age.
Royce, bro. Exactly. Look how he's playing, even now.
Yeah, that's
Even
because 3 at the back, though, isn't it?
Rolls Royce, bro. Come on, man. Controlled. Reads the game. Timing. Oh, man. What a beautiful defender.
Yeah, VVD for me.
Bro, I think we just delete that bit.
Yes, pointless.
VVD for me. Probably Thiago Silva. Diaz.
Or number 2.
I'm doing mine randomly. I definitely will have Matip in there as well.
Oh, you guys rate this dude, but I need to watch him.
Nah, he's been
I need to
good,
watch him
man.
more.
He's been good. He's been better than Van Dijk this season for me.
That's the thing. I know that's happening, but I think it's because of the injury. So I know
Of course,
Van Dijk
of
is
course, that's
slowly
why,
getting
but-
back. So
Van Dijk is the
I
better
know he's been
defender.
good this season, but I'm in my head. Am I thinking, are you good because Van Dijk has gone down 2 levels, or
Nah, he's just
are
good,
you
bro.
actually good? You get what I mean?
He's just good. He's just made of glass. That's the problem, man.
Yeah. And I think I'd possibly have Rudiger in there.
Rudiger's just a guy you just want on your team, bro, because he's
Yeah,
Oh
solid.
yeah.
Solid. No nonsense.
he's just a problem.
You know what? I'm so surprised I didn't even try and be biased because this guy
How
didn't
can you
put
be
Varane on
biased,
that
bro?
list.
With
He didn't
Maguire
put
on that,
Varane in the list. If you had put Varane in the list, I would have picked him.
Varane.
I would
Over,
have picked him. I would have picked him in my top 5, but obviously he's not there, innit? So boy, it is what it is.
yeah, I don't think Varane would have made my one. He's a good player. I'm not saying he's just not a good player.
Although, no, Varane in Man United, I ain't putting him in the top 5. He ain't done nothing.
Bro,
For
the
United,
last
so.
couple of games he's been solid. Atletico was probably one of the games that he dipped
Well, the last couple of games what would make him into your top 5. Yeah?
because he's always been a top player, and I think once you get past
Yeah,
that,
top
getting
player
used
for
to
Real Madrid. Yeah, go on.
yeah. So once he got past that initial 1 or 2 games where it was a bit shaky because he new league and all the rest, after that he's just been going like this. For me, when you don't talk about the centre back or pick him up on any mistakes, he's usually playing well, and that's why I know he's
That's the
just
thing,
playing
though.
well.
The thing is, because you got Maguire, your standards over there are in the mud. So not making a mistake is almost good enough. Do you know what I mean? If the defender just there, just does his job quietly, doesn't make a mistake, you're like, oh my days,
What's
he's so
this?
sick. And now I rate Varane. Don't get twisted. I'm a Real Madrid fan. Of course I rate Varane, yeah. But bro, Varane I've seen in Man United, even the games that he's, you know what I mean, he's just been okay, bro. He's not made a mistake. He's gone by, you know what I mean, but he hasn't dominated or done anything extra special. Do you get what I'm saying? Like he's just been good. He's been good. Whereas some of these guys like Rudiger stands out, bro. Sometimes this guy comes out and just lengths up a 40-yarder that almost goes in. Like he's a maniac. Like, you know what I mean? Something crazy. But it is what it is, and we've definitely gone way over time today, boy.
Oh yeah,
way
for real.
over
For real,
time.
for real.
Anyway, guys, catch you again next week. Later.
Adios. Oh, wait, whoa. If you're going to do the bets, if you're going to do the gambling, yeah, gamble responsibly. When the fun stops, make sure you stop. Yeah, that's it. Sorry. Anyway, adios.
Adios, boy. Later.
Bye.